Hey everyone. Happy Monday. It is Monday night Soulful Conversations. Hope all is well. If I sound a little congested, I'm not congested. It's just really, really severe allergies kicking my ass right now. But all is well. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Just texting a couple people just to join us. Y'all know what time it is. Hope everybody had a great 4-day weekend for Thanksgiving, or as I say, gratitude. I said happy gratitude day instead of saying happy Thanksgiving. I said happy gratitude day when I was texting everybody. So yeah. So thank you so much for joining. Can you let me know your name and when you're viewing us from, reviewing me from? Let me know. Don't mind me. I'm just here doing my usual texting and inboxing everyone to let everybody know tonight is Soulful Conversations. And yeah, no guest tonight, just me. I'm going to go ahead and this time what I'm going to do as far as the topic of tonight, I'm going to pull a card from my Soulful Awakening of Affirmations deck. And we're just going to choose a topic. That's what we're going to do. So, and also, of course, I always have to do a shout out to my business spotlight businesses that we have. And so tonight we have Jess Dubose. She is an ADHD coach and implementation aficionado. Jess Dubose. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. I think she goes by Coaching with Jess. The other person is Tereasa Tyson. I know her personally. She's here in Savannah, and she is Harverster of Healing. Shout out to her. She does a lot of different things. She's a practitioner, a wedding officiant, and all of the things. And then Rayven Williams, who is no stranger to Spotlight Business Shout Out. Rayven Williams of Raven's Travel Station. She does everything travel. So those are the three people that I'm giving a business shout out to tonight in the beginning of Soulful Conversations, of course. Thank you so much for joining. It is Monday night. So let's see what topic we can come up with today based on a card pull from my Soul Awakening deck. This card affirmation deck right here, which is I created I think back in October. Yeah, I believe in October, and it is for sale for the holiday season. So yay, I'll talk about more of that. So let's pull a card from the deck. So this one says, with every breath I release fear and embrace divine love. So this is the topic for tonight. With every breath I release, let me see if I can, there you go. With every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. With every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. So, like they say, inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. I think that's what this is saying, something like that. So that's what that is. Of course, Goddess Isis card pull, as well as got an affirmation from my deck, from the other deck that I'm doing. So, yeah. How did everyone enjoy their turkey day? What'd you have? Did you have the standard turkey and ham, or did you eat something different for Thanksgiving? I know a couple people didn't have traditional turkey. They pretty much just had Chinese food or regular food or whatever the case may be. And such, and my roommate's over here making a nice pizza. So I was out of town, had a blast, had some collards and some sweet potatoes and some ham and some turkey. It was pretty chill, light type of Thanksgiving. I texted everyone happy gratitude day. So hopefully y'all got a text from me. If I have your number, if I don't, it was on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere else. All right, so let's get into this topic. With every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. With every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. So, as Lisa Nichols would say, and I don't know if she's the one that came up with the acronym, but fear is false evidence appearing real. So she says something on the lines of, when I share the video that she does about being enough, she says something about fear. Hey, Richard Griffin from Savannah, Dr. Farm Organic Juices. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, Richard, what did you have for Turkey Day? Did you have the standard turkey and ham and sweet potatoes? What was on the menu for Turkey Day? I want to know. I'm greedy like that. Let me know what kind of food you had. Yeah, so false evidence appearing real. So the one thing that she talks about is when fear is upon you, the best thing for you to do is sit with it, because it has to dissipate. It has no choice but to dissipate. And it will help you to move forward, where you are no longer afraid of doing certain things in your life. I might want to share the video because it's powerful, it's awesome, it's amazing. And hi to the 4 people tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from, your name, location. I had macaroons. That's not Thanksgiving dinner. Your name, where you from, what you have for Thanksgiving, and what are you grateful for? As always, got to give gratitude. But I mean, if that's what you had, macaroons, I guess that's what you had, Richard. That's what you had. I had the standard mac and cheese and stuffing and turkey and ham, collard greens and sweet potato. It was pretty good, especially the collard greens and sweet potato was real good. So, false evidence appearing real. When we speak about fear, fear is something that we all go through, and it could be something that's red rice, fried turkey. Hey, Sarasi, red rice, fried turkey, mac cheese, yam. Okay, cool. You had the whole thing, but you had macaroons. You funny. Hey, Sarasi, what'd you have for Thanksgiving dinner? Like, did you cook? What'd you make? And what are you guys grateful for? Type in the chat what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for networking. Absolutely. Absolutely. Networking is always good. Always good. I need to network more online. Not that I don't love networking in Savannah, but I feel like, you have a further reach when you're networking online. Who else is here that wants to tell me where you're from? Leslie Ann from Long Island, New York. Yay. Hey, Leslie Harper from Long Island, New York. Leslie Ann, thanks for joining. We appreciate it. So, Leslie Ann, what did you have for Thanksgiving? Did you have the standard Thanksgiving dinner, or did you expand your horizons to something else? And let me know what you guys are grateful for. So, fear. What is your definition of fear? Anyone can put their definition in the chat. Mine is when something pops up for me that I know I need to step outside my comfort zone and to take a leap of faith in something I've never done before. That's when fear creeps in, and it's a lot that goes into it that causes panic, anxiety for me. But it's okay, because that helps me to thrive in being uncomfortable. Hey, Christopher Clark, how are you? Chris from Savannah Collard. Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the tune in. Christopher, first time here. I appreciate you. So when it comes to fear, I pretty much just jump. It's okay. I just jump anyway, because that's just me. I'm grateful for my community. Absolutely. 444. Leslie Anna understand what that means, what that is. 444. So yeah. It's gratitude and fear. Divine China is here from the boot. We went out. We went to eat. Kids are too picky. Hey, China girl. What's up, Divine China? I appreciate you. China, I got your text message. I'm going to go ahead and change the stuff that you was telling me about. So, China, what did you have for Thanksgiving? Did you have the regular Thanksgiving dinner? What was it that you had? And also, everyone put what you're grateful for. I appreciate that. So the topic of the night is from the Soul Awakening deck. And it is with every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. So I wanted to know first I went to the neighbor's family gathering, had little turkey, stuffing greens, rice, mac and cheese, stuffing corn. Then went to my cousin's, had a little catfish pasta. Damn, girl. You had a whole smorgasbord, Sarasi. That's so good. That is so good. So I'm going to share this video again that I try to share the week before last, and it was an epic fail. It was Lisa Nichols. It's a video called I Am Enough. I'm not going to share the whole thing. I'm just going to show like half of it because it's incredible, and it's something that I listen to when I'm having a hard time or when I need a bit of motivation. So let me see if I can find it. So y'all can listen to it. It's so good. All right. Hey, Alexis, what's going on? You ate too much, I know. So Divine China had ribs, greens, dressing, mac and cheese. I'm grateful for my strong connection with self and my beautiful children and family and friends. Yes, fact and truth. Sis, what did you cook for Thanksgiving? What kind of food did you make? I know you be throwing down in the kitchen, girl. So I'm going to go ahead and share this Lisa Nichols thing that I shared the week before last, and because it just would not pop up, and I was just like, ugh. So now that I'm able to do it better, let me show y'all this. It's just awesome. Try not to play it too loud.
You know what? I really want to build a successful coaching business, but I want to know if this is right for me. So if you are a talented professional.
All right, here we go.
You will have to become someone you've never been before. You want to go somewhere you've never gone? You got to do something you've never done. You got to say something you've never said. You got to go to a place in you that you've never even been. You get to redesign. You are your Michelangelo. You are your greatest sculpture. And you get to recarve and you get to up-level as much as you need. You're not sentenced to this life this way. You chose it. You get to choose as much as you want. You get to design it any way you choose. You're not sentenced to your future. You have an opportunity to your future. What do you want and how do you want it? And if it doesn't make you a little afraid, then you ain't playing big enough. Your knees are supposed to knock a little bit. Your teeth are supposed to chatter a little bit. There's supposed to be at least 2 butterflies in your stomach. At least. Because if not, you're playing inside your comfort zone. And we mistake the fact that we're supposed to be comfortable 24/7. Well, let me tell you something. Comfortable is equivalent to complacent. I'll choose inconvenience every day, any day, to make a difference on the planet. I don't mind being mildly to moderately to significantly inconvenienced to leave my fingerprints on this planet. So I just came to talk to the game changers and to the change agents who are willing to confront any part of you that's not speaking to your madly, wildly amazing future. I stand here in my greatness. I own my light. I own my brilliance. I am bold. I am courageous. I'm perfect in my imperfection. This is my time. This is my time. I'm bright enough. I'm old enough. I'm young enough. I've experienced enough. I'm wise enough. I understand that I am enough. Breathe. Own it. Own it. Ask yourself, what's my dream? What's my dream? I came to challenge you to play in the biggest field you've ever played in. I came for you to challenge the fear that might be inside of you and to redesign and reprogram it. You look at it long enough, you be with it intimately enough, and it has to dissipate. You are the designer of your destiny. You are the author of your autobiography. You write the story of your life. No one can write your financial story. No one can write your spiritual story. No one can write your emotional story but you. The pen has always been in your hand. The pen has always been in your hand. I say write a story that's going to be damn good to read. And ask yourself, what's my dream? What are you willing to do that you've never done before? What are you willing to say that you've never said before? Are you willing? Are you willing to do that thing you've never done before? Are you willing to stand at the edge of your own greatness? Are you willing to look at your fears? Are you willing to recognize that you can be afraid? Are you willing to look at the fact that there is always healing to come? There's always growth to come. There's no arrival. Are you willing? And then in the space of that, are you still willing to lean to the edge? Feel the breeze of possibility, not knowing if you will fly or fall. Are you willing? Are you willing to not quite know what's there, but that something is there is greater than you? Are you willing to say, my life has to make a huge difference? You've heard me say this before, that there's a birthday and a transition day, and in between that is all the opportunity in the world. That's that dash that says, are you willing to disrupt my life? You're not here. You're not put here to leave my life calm. You're here to be a disruption for my life. You're here to cause me to want to be someone I've never been, do something I've never done because you crossed my path. Are you willing to show me that way? It's going to cost you more time than you thought you'd have. It's going to cost you way more money than you thought you would invest. It's going to cost you some friends who couldn't make the entire journey with you. It's going to cost you that sense of, oh my God, I got to leave. I got to die to the old me to allow the new me to be born to my future. It's going to cost you something. This is the year for reset. This is the year for restart. This is the year for reignite. This is the year for repeat the things that you love. This is the year for recommit. This is the year for redesign. This is the year for re-engage. This is the year for restart. This is that year. I stopped by to ignite your fire. I stopped by to have you confront fear. I stopped by to have you look at what it's cost you and to make a bold declaration. The next time it rises up, you rise up a little bit higher than it. I stopped by for you to no longer make fear your enemy. Make fear your fuel. I stopped by to redefine fear. To redefine it. Because fear is an emotion like any other emotion. Fear is an emotion like love, like compassion. Fear is an emotion. We just gave it more power. We just gave it more power. Compassion, oh, that's nice. Fear, ooh. We gave it a meaning. And some of you know you've heard this before, that fear is false evidence appearing real. Now it's time to literally biohack the impact that fear has had on you. That fear no longer becomes your fortress. Fear becomes your fuel. Fear is that thing that pushes you forward. Fear is the thing that reminds you, oh, I need to go get more information. Oh, fear will keep you up at night studying. Fear will take you to a coach or a mentor. Fear will cause you to eat a slice of humble pie. Repeat after me. I am ready for my next best season. because I know that I am the author of my autobiography. I am the designer of my own destiny. I am writing my life story. And I'm writing a life story that I'm going to love reading. And others will be inspired by. On one page, they'll read my fear. And on the next page, they'll know I did it anyway. I commit to hold fear in one hand and passion in the other, and leap, and leap, and leap every time. Every time. I ask that each of you hold me accountable to my contribution on this planet. Turn to someone and say, don't let me off the hook.
All right, so that was Lisa Nichols. It's called I Am Enough. You can find it on YouTube under Motiversity. And so I saw this video 2 years ago, and I absolutely fell in love with it, and it's something that I utilize all the time. Thank you, right? I use it all the time when I feel, don't let me off the hook. All right, cool. I won't let you off the hook, sis. I use it all the time whenever I'm going through something, or the imposter syndrome is hitting me, or I feel like my business ain't what's supposed to be, or life is challenging, or something to that effect, and I play it on repeat. The other thing that I do too, I forgot about good old Lisa, right? What's up, sis, Leah? Yeah, good old Lisa. She's doing amazing for herself. Her story is amazing. You may want to go on YouTube and look up Lisa Nichols' story, and she'll talk about her life and just different things like that. And I wanted to share that because it goes with the theme of the topic for tonight, because I pulled an affirmation. And this is the affirmation that is the topic of the night. With every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. So after watching that video, The Secret introduced, yes, girl, The Secret. I love that documentary. So what was your take on the video? Like, can you put in the chat, like one word or a sentence or something that you got from the video just now that I just played? And how did it resonate with you? Did it inspire you? Did it motivate you? Like, what did it do for you? I feel like I needed to hear that. I've been going through imposter syndrome right now. Yeah, I go through it too, especially when things feel like rocky in my business, or, you know, if I'm not getting the clientele that I want to get, if my products are not selling, like I go through those moments too. So a reminder, good job, Alexis. And so I play this for myself, and I like to share it with other people as well, because it's a great reminder to keep going and don't allow fear to stop you from doing what you know your purpose is, and to independently motivate yourself. You know, I feel motivated by the saying to hold fear in one hand and passion in the other and leap anyway. Yeah, you got to leap anyway. You have to leap, especially as entrepreneurs and business owners, as many of us here are in the community. We're all business owners and entrepreneurs. And even though it's beautiful and rewarding, it is actually uncomfortable and scary when you know that you have this business and you're relying on yourself. Because I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and there's days, baby, I'm just like, oh my Lord, what the fuck? So it's definitely tapping into the self and surrendering to the self and learning to submit to higher power, God of your own understanding, to help you to get to where you need to get to in life. And it's not easy by any means. I feel motivated by saying, okay, by any means, any stretch. And it's actually also embracing divine love and knowing that everything will work itself out the way it's supposed to in due time. And sometimes we as human beings having a spiritual experience, as opposed to spiritual beings having a human experience, we are so attached to our human self that we tend to forget the spiritual self and what the spiritual self does for us. If we say that we truly believe and we walk by faith and not by sight, as we say, it's being able to trust the process and to also believe that everything will work itself out. It doesn't work out the way that we want it to work out at times, and other times it does. It depends on your mindset. Last week, I had a very special guest on. Her name was Trisha Dyka, and she's a mindset mentor, and she creates subliminal audio messages to reframe the thought process in your brain. And she talked a lot about the way that we speak about ourselves to ourselves. So, for instance, the one thing that I learned from her is the way that I speak about my energy about money. And she shifted it to the point of saying, I deserve money to come to me effortlessly and authentically in large amounts because I'm worth it, or something to that effect. And don't say no longer or not, because pretty much what you're telling your subconscious mind is that you don't want the things that you really, really want. You don't want them. So it's like, I no longer want to suppress. So instead of saying I no longer want to suppress, you say, I will not. Suppressing is suppressing. It's like you have to shift it around and not put the word not in it no more. I prefer to rise up higher as opposed to suppressing or something to that effect. And that's what she was saying. So all the affirmations that I have here, I don't think any of them have the word no or not. As you notice, this one says, with every breath, I release fear and embrace divine love. So various things like that. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do some card pulls from here. So let me know if you want a card pull from the Soul Awakening Affirmation deck, which is on sale for $15 for the holidays. I'm doing a smaller version of this. It's going to be maybe half of this deck, so you can have it on the go when you need inspiration or encouragement. Let's say, for instance, okay, cool, you got it. Say, for instance, you're about to go on a job interview and you need some motivation. If you have the mini version of this and you have it in your bag, you're able to pull it up and, motivate yourself going to that job interview. All right, China, let's see what is the affirmation that pulls up for you. And anyone else that wants an affirmation, let me know. So China, yours says, I feel deeply connected to the divine within and around me. I feel deeply connected to the divine within and around me. That's yours, China. So even though you're going through the stuff that you're going through with the imposter syndrome and things like that, let me see if I could, oh gosh. Anywho, that's what this one says. Absolutely. Hi, Lonnie. All righty. I feel deeply connected to the divine within and around me. That's for you, China. All right, Leah. Let's see what this card says for you there. And these are affirmation decks. All righty. So, Leah, I feel open to the limitless wisdom of my soul, guiding me toward my true path. I feel open to the limitless wisdom of my soul, guiding me toward my true path. And everyone follow Leah. She's amazing. Leah, can you put your info in the chat? Because I want everyone to go follow her, as well as Divine China, as well as Alexis Campbell, because they're all business owners and they're all working as hard as they can to bring their, oh, just snatch my edges. I'm not snatching your edges, girl. You do that. They're all business owners, so be sure to follow these amazing, amazing women. All right, Lonnie. Lonnie, your affirmation is... Lonnie, so your affirmation is, I release self-doubt and embrace the unique gifts I bring to the world. I release self-doubt and embrace the unique gifts I bring to the world. That's for you, Lonnie. I release self-doubt and embrace the unique gifts I bring to the world. We all have different various gifts in this life that we should be embodying and operating in. When you were born with intricate gifts that only you possess. And, 2025 is a time for you to really, really show up, and I'll take it, TY, not a problem. It's time for you to show up and show out in those gifts, because if you don't use your gifts, they're just going to stay there stagnant and stuck, and you wonder why my life isn't going this way. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. But if you're not utilizing it, if you're not giving your gifts an opportunity to shine through and to do what it is that it needs to be done, you're just going to be playing small. You're not going to be living life. You're just going to be existing. Once you are not playing in your gifts, if you're not playing in your zone of genius, if you will. So take with that what you can and run with it. 2025 is around the corner. It is rapidly approaching. So it's time to really think about what it is that you want to do and not allow fear or anything else to stop you, and embrace love. Embrace all the love that you could embrace for yourself. Speak life over yourself. Like Lisa Nichols says, fear is false evidence appearing real. And so your life is important. Your life matters. It's like, what are you going to do with your life? What fingerprint are you going to leave here? What legacy are you going to leave when you go on? Because like she said, your birth date, your transition date, and that dash is like this limited. So what are you doing in the meantime, with that dash? Are you embracing love, joy? Are you doing all the things that you want to do in your life? What other things? I remember I used to do this coaching empowerment event called Sip and Chat Experience. And I would coach and teach and encourage in real time. And it would be about 25, 30 people or something to that effect. And I would have drinks, wine, food, and all those things. And I would ask them thought-provoking questions and have people do actionable exercises. And one exercise I did was I gave everyone a piece of paper and a pen, and I had them write their birth date. Mine is 1977 for an example, and draw a line. And at the end of the line, it would be a question mark, right? So that's your birth date. You don't know when you're going to die. And then there's that dash. And I asked everyone, close their eyes and take a deep breath. You can do this exercise in your spare time, but just listen for a moment. So I asked them to close their eyes and take a deep breath and feel their heartbeat, because our heartbeat is one of the most amazing gifts we were given. Once that stops, life stops. And I also asked them, I said, ask this question is a yes or no question. If today was your last day on this earth, before you transition, before you take your last breath, did you do everything that you wanted to do in your life? And I went around the room and everyone was like, no, 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 no. I said, okay, so now that you've all said no, this is an opportunity for you to write down all the things that you haven't done, that you're scared to do, that you're not sure about, but you really, really want to do it. Any dream in your heart and in your mind that you want to bring to fruition, I wanted to write it down. I said, because that dash is only a small limited window. And my challenge to you and my offer to you and your homework assignment is to do one of those things one at a time and check that off your list. Check it off your list. Because again, we know our birth date, we don't know our death date. And until that time, our job and responsibility is to live every single day like it's our last. As soon as you take your first breath of the day, be grateful for it. Enjoy your food. Just don't chew your food just to eat your food, but enjoy each spice, each flavor, each seasoning, whatever it is. Chew the food as if though you're making love to it. When you're taking a shower, be present in the shower. Smell the soap. Feel the water on your skin. Be present in each moment. When we take a shower sometimes, we're in the shower, taking a shower, trying to hurry up and wash our bodies and clean our skin or whatever the case may be. And our minds is 1,500 miles around the corner or here, there, everywhere. And we're not present with ourselves when we're taking a shower. The shower time for me is the best time when I get spiritual downloads, messages, ideas, intuitive hits, all of those types of things when I take a shower. So I try to really bask in the shower, and I try to remind myself, take your time in the shower. Take your time in the shower, enjoy for what it is. When you're with the person that you love, your partner, your soulmate, your husband, your wife, whomever it is, and you guys are just, say for instance, watching Netflix or just watching a movie, get into the practice of holding hands, cuddling, give each other like little smooches here and there, and be present with that person. And say something amazing to that person. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your presence in my life, whatever. Or even if you're by yourself, hug yourself, give yourself a hug. Be present with yourself when you're watching something, because it's expressing love, admiration, respect, all of the things, expressing and communicating how you feel toward yourself as well as the people that are in your lives. This is something that I practice doing almost every day, almost all the time, when I'm around people that I love and I care about, or even with myself, because it's being present with the self. And it helps the fear to dissipate, because at that point, practicing expressing love to self and speaking life over yourself is giving you an opportunity to discover and get to know who you are on a deeper level, in a deeper way than you've never did it before. And so it helps to dissipate that fear that we were talking about, and also embracing love. And that's what that does. So does anyone else want a card pull from this deck? Or else not, I'm going on to my Goddess Isis deck. So this one, I'm actually making it a smaller version, so it'll be an on-the-go type of affirmation deck, and it's for $15. So if anyone's interested, connect with me. I will send you a link so you can purchase yours. Or if you know someone who needs motivation and encouragement and they need a go-to affirmation deck, send them my way. I'll be more than happy to send them. It's 30 cards in a deck, and they all have different affirmations. I radiate light and courage and love in all that I do. I feel worthy of love, peace, and freedom simply by being me. I feel open to the limitless wisdom of my soul, guiding me toward true path. That was Leah. I feel attuned to the gentle whispers of my soul, guiding me to peace. I choose to walk my path with courage, grace, and resilience. It says, I feel worthy of every blessing my soul seeks. My boundaries are an act of self-love, protecting my peace and energy. Every day I release old patterns and embrace my true, authentic self. If you have these affirmations and you read them every single day with intention, magic happens. Magic happens, I tell you. Magic definitely happens because you're being so intentional of how you speak to yourself. And it's not only speaking the words, but it's also feeling it. It's feeling it. And it's just not saying I am grateful, I feel grateful. It's actually going with the feeling of gratitude. What does that look like to you? What is gratitude? Like defining what gratitude means and making it happen for yourself in that way where you're not relying on fear. You're relying on faith. You're relying on your self-love, how you motivate yourself, stuff like that. So, okay. So going once, going twice, no one else. All right, we're going to go to the next one, which is Goddess Isis Message Oracle deck, which is, I actually created this deck as well with the help of Egyptian Goddess Isis, who is my spiritual mama. Always, give her props and her shout out. And yeah, so does anybody wants a card pull from this deck? Please let me know. It's a beautiful deck. I actually designed how I depicted Goddess Isis to be, and I had someone on Fiverr, do it for me so I could put it on a card deck. This is my personal deck. Yes. Okay, cool. So Goddess Isis, I call upon you, the real and true and pure Goddess Isis, the one that has our best interest at heart for our highest and greatest good. Alrighty. So Leah, Goddess Isis empowers you to stop suppressing how you feel and say what needs to be said. She asks that you stop suffocating yourself and being someone that you're not. She empowers you to walk in your power and become your authentic self that is extraordinary and one of a kind. That's for you, love. Goddess Isis empowers you to stop suppressing how you feel and what you want to say. She asks that you stop suppressing yourself and being someone that you are not. She empowers you to walk into your power and become your authentic self that is extraordinary and one of a kind. I mean, it's just the messages, girl. I can't help the card that pulls out. I can't help it. Is that what Mama Isis is saying? That's what Mama Isis is saying. She said, you know what? Snatch your edges again, girl. Leah, can you do me a favor and put your social media handles so I can add it to the screen there so people can actually follow you to see who you are and what you're doing and all that good stuff, as well as China, if you can actually do that as well, and Alexis, if you can do that as well, so people get to know. This is why I stay out of Fox fall. What is it? Live streams. This is why you stay at the live streams. FOLX live streams. Okay. And guys, don't forget on Wednesday is my entrepreneur business holiday streamathon. make sure that you join us on Wednesday. It's all day. Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. I don't think I'm going to last that long. The last time I did it 2 weeks ago, I was tired, but we have an amazing entrepreneurs that's coming on. There's still some slot times left. It's $35 to join, and that comes with your own personalized flyer. Your 20 minutes, it's not 15 minutes, it's now 20 minutes. As well as your recorded segments, and you get like how my information is scrolling on a banner that pops up too when you're doing your 20-minute streamathon, and for being promoted on social media. And so that is $35, and then there's a $45 one, and that comes with a business shout out. Every Monday night Soulful Conversations, in the beginning, I do a business shout out spotlight for all those businesses that pretty much want their businesses shout out, and that's $25 for the shout out. Your information goes in the description box of the live, as well as your business name and business title goes on the flyer as well, and so on. All right, so if anybody's interested, holla at me, I got you. So the other thing that I'm working on is being intuitive revenue alchemist. And what does that mean? That means I'm so fucking great in using my intuition to tap into entrepreneurs and help them to come up with innovative, creative ideas for their businesses that generate different streams of income. For example, my streamathon, my roommate brought it to my attention and I ran with it. And it's something that I'm utilizing to generate income for myself, as well as the business spotlight shout out is something else that's helping me to create income for myself. So I'm utilizing my platforms as a way for me to generate income when it comes to my community and getting people in front of my community, because my community is 10,000 strong. So I combine all of my social media followers and combine them all to 10,000 strong, 10,000K strong. And it's building as much as it possibly can, is going to expand. So what I wanted to do is help other entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs who need to build a following or need to just expand in their social media, to bring them on as a business shout out, which I've done in the beginning, or they can be a part of the streamathon, or if they want, they can come on here, Monday Night Soulful Conversations, and they can actually interact with my community as a guest expert and talk about different things that they want to share. And I give them the snippet as well of the live that they did, and they can add it as marketing purposes for that. And that's also a fee for that as well. So this is how I help entrepreneurs generate some form of income that aligns with their products and services and their businesses as well. These are things that I've done for a very long time. It's effective, it's innovative, plus it sets you apart from everyone else, because the ideas that are being generated that actually create income are certain things that people may not have thought about. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. It's fun. I love doing it. I did it yesterday. This girl, Stephanie Leander, she's on Facebook, and she was talking about money-making planners, or whatever the case may be. It's a planner where you have different compartments of the planner where you can save $1,000 in like 21 weeks, $3,000 in 25 weeks. And I was like, girl, you could just do a virtual webinar on it and hold people accountable and just direct them and teach them how to do it. She was like, oh my God, that's a great idea. And then my mind just went to another idea. And I'm like, why don't you just turn it into a monthly membership? And every month you do like a virtual webinar and invite people to come on, charge a small fee or whatever on a monthly basis. And you show them how to go about creating that type of income for themselves, whether it's $1,000 or $3,000, whatever the case may be. She was like, I'm going to inbox you right now. And then last week I was talking to a guy from TikTok, and he likes to go outside and record himself in nature playing his piano. His guitar. Sorry, piano. Playing his guitar, and within 10 minutes or under 10 minutes, I was able to tell him what platform would work well for him to go on when it comes to that. And I sent him a couple of examples of other people on, I think it was YouTube, that's doing exactly what he wants to do to get him motivated. And that was like under 10 minutes to help people just create ideas that's going to generate income for themselves and help them execute it. And that's something that I'm really, really great at. I do it all the time. I do it for myself. Like I said, doing Soulful Conversations, bringing on experts where they could talk for a fee, or even with the business Shoutouts. And I have 3 packages for that. I have the $25 one, the $55 one, which is 3 Shoutouts consecutively each Monday. And then the Shoutout Plus coming on here as a guest expert to talk about what you know. And I think that's $77 for that. And you get all your information scrolling across like this, plus your name and business title is going to be on the flyer. And I promote you on all social media platforms. And it's a good way to get yourself out there, especially a new and budding business owner or entrepreneur, or someone who wants to pretty much do a different type of marketing or promoting and such. So if any one of you is interested in that, you're a business owner, entrepreneur on here, you have my email address, you got my phone number, and you have my inbox. Hit me up. I'm happy to help. So let me go ahead and pick a card for the collective, since no one says if they want a card pull from Goddess Isis. Let me know. So the collective. So Goddess Isis wants to empower you to embrace the magic within. She wants you to know that you're magic and that no one can take away your magic, only if you allow it. You were born with magic within you to do amazing and powerful things. Tap into your magic and change the entire world in your own extraordinary way. So this is for the collective. Like I said, it's time for all of us spiritual beings having a human experience. Me, all right, Sarasi, not a problem. Us, all of us spiritual beings having a human experience to really tap into our energy, tap into our way of being, all of that. So Sarasi, Goddess Isis wants to empower you to speak your truth and say what needs to be said. Don't allow anyone to intimidate you or make you feel small, because you're bigger than that. Your voice and your emotions deserve to be heard and felt, because it's part of who you are. Again, Goddess Isis wants to empower you to speak your truth and say what needs to be said. Don't allow anyone to intimidate you or make you feel small, because you are bigger than that. Your voice and your emotions deserve to be heard and felt, because it's part of who you are. It is part of who you are. There you go. So anybody else would like a card pull from Mama Isis? Mama Isis, my beautiful, nurturing, spiritual mother who guides me, who nurtures me. Did I tell y'all the story about how I connected with Mama Isis? So I've known about Goddess Isis for a minute, but I never really did my research on her. And she's been with me my whole entire life. She's assigned to me. And I remember my mom in her bedroom had wallpaper, like in a papyrus, of all the Egyptian gods. And Isis caught my eye, and I'm like, who's that? And she was surrounded by her husband, Osiris, her son Ra, and I think it was, the other one was Nephthys or something. And I would remember saying, oh my goodness, and like she was beautiful, and I just felt something connected with me to her. And then fast forward in 2018, when I moved to Savannah, Georgia in 2017, and I started my spiritual journey, connected with my ancestors and so on and so forth. And my friend of mine told me that, my spiritual mother's Oshun. And I'm like, all right, cool, bet. I love the Orishas. I learned about them. They're great. Yada, yada, yada. I love Oshun. She's great. And I went to a botanica, which was like 20 minutes away in a different town. And I'm looking for Oshun candles and this, the next, and the third, and they never had it or anything like that. So I came back home and I started scrolling on Amazon to pick up different types of books and things like that about Oshun. And a Goddess Isis deck pops up, and I was like, holy shit, there goes Isis. And I felt and heard, I'm your mother. I'm your mother. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And so I got the card. And then thereafter, I got the statue and I made an altar for her. And when I did that, and I called her in, the Isis that's here for my greatest and highest good, and I felt the only motherly spiritual hug that it brought me to tears. I was just crying, and she's been here for me and she's the mother that I need. Because my mother and we had a tumultuous relationship, whatever the case may be. It's a little bit better now. And Goddess Isis has brought so much joy to my life. She gave me the spiritual name Phoenix. One day in 2021, I was making bracelets, healing bracelets, and I heard "Emerge from the ashes like a phoenix, my beloved child." And I was like, huh? What? And I heard it again. It was in like a whisper. And I'm like, okay, Phoenix it is. So that's my sacred name that she gifted to me. And so when I decided that I wanted to do my own Isis deck, because the Goddess Isis deck I had from Alina Fairchild is a beautiful, amazing deck. However, I wanted a deck that spoke to me, and I wanted a deck that would speak to people with just plain old English, if you will. And so I was in trance when I was doing this deck. The first time I started doing it, she didn't really like it. She was like, nope, not that. And the second time I did it, I got very relaxed, and I was in a meditational state, and I felt her through me, like sit in me, and I was able to come up with this deck. And sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, damn, like, did I really create that with her? So for me, it's God, of course, of my understanding, higher power, most high, and then, spirit guides and ancestors, and of course, Mama Isis. That's just what it is for me. I have a very, very sacred relationship with my guides. They are amazing. So just wanted to share the story. Anywho, if no one else wants a card pull, I'm going to go ahead and put this up. I think I'm going to log off a little early because a sister's tired. I was traveling today. I was out of town for the holidays, and my allergies are cutting up. So, but I definitely wanted to honor Monday Night Soulful Conversations and have a topic about fear, false evidence appearing real, and not allowing fear to get the better of you, not allowing fear to stop you. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, what's going on, girl? Would you like a card pull, Stephanie? Let me know. Don't allow fear to stop you from doing the very best. Oh, Stephanie, I was just talking about you yesterday that you were doing your live, and I gave you a couple of ideas about your money business planner thingy, how to come up with like a virtual webinar and also a monthly membership. And she was like, girl, if you don't stop. So I came up with, and this is something that I used to do in the past, but I think I'm going to bring it back, helping people generate income through just innovative ideas that align with their services and products and who they are, where they are living in their purpose, and they are really, really sharing their messages, and they're gathering different streams of income with different innovative ideas. And so definitely is something I'm going to bring back because I'm amazing at it and it works. And I was also sharing my example of doing Monday Night Soulful Conversations, where I do the business spotlight shoutouts, where I have the streamathon going every month, where I do, my card decks. Like this one, again, is for sale. This one is for sale, but it's going to be a smaller version, and on the go Soul Awakening Affirmation deck. It is $15. Get it for the holidays. You should bring it back. I am bringing it back for sure, because I actually had a conversation with another gentleman last week. He plays the guitar in nature. He loves nature, and he wanted to know how to expand it and elevate it. So I told him that YouTube would be the very best platform for him to do it. And I sent him different types of YouTube videos that I listen to, and I told him he could make anywhere between 5 hours to 11 hours of just like music in the park or in the jungle or in the forest or wherever the hell he is, with the birds chirping, cicadas going and stuff like that, and put that on YouTube. And he was like, holy shit. And that was done under 10 minutes. And it was like 2.5 seconds. So that's just something that I do. I'm definitely going to bring it back because it's effective. Like, it's working for me with everything I'm doing with Soulful Conversations, with my podcast, with the Business Spotlight Shout Out, with the Streamathon, and everything else that I'm doing. So it works because it's still aligned with the things that I'm doing in my business. It doesn't take away from it, just adds to. So it's me intuitively tapping into you to pull out these effective ideas that you can utilize for your products, your services, and your business. And it doesn't take you a whole bunch of time to work with me for me to tap in to tell you exactly what works for you. Literally 2.5 seconds. You were back to back with the ideas. Exactly. And she was like, girl, if you don't get off my damn line. So Stephanie, make sure you go ahead and you sign up for the Streamathon. And anyone else who wants to be a part of the Streamathon, it's this Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is $35 to be on the Streamathon. You get your own personalized flyer that I will be marketing on all social media platforms. You get your 20 minutes of ear time to talk about all your business, everything, your products or services. I will be asking questions as well. You get your information scrolling on a banner like you see right here with me with my information. You get that, plus you get a recorded version of the segment and shout you out on social media. That's $35, right? And then with the $45, you also get included the business shout out, which is the following Monday. Your information will be shouted out like I did with the 3 people that I shouted out earlier today. That is part of the Streamathon who will be joining me. So it's Jess Dubose. She is an ADHD coach and implementation aficionado. Tereasa Tyson, who's here in Savannah. She is Harverster of Healing. She is a wedding officiant, a holistic practitioner. She does a whole bunch of different things. And then Rayven Williams, who is no stranger to the shout out. And you can do as many shout outs as you want. So Rayven Williams is Rayven's travel station. So all of their names and their information and their links will be in the description box of this live once it's already uploaded. And then I shout them out on social media as well. And I tag them in there so people can get eyes on their products and their services and who they are when it comes to that. So for the spotlight, the business spotlight shout outs, there's 3 packages. Of course, there's a $25 one. And then you have 3 shout outs, which is consecutive Mondays back to back for $55. And then you have a shout out, plus you come on Monday Night Soulful Conversations as a guest expert talking about your products and your services for a good 35 minutes, and that's $77, valued at $97. The 3 business shout outs is $55, valued at $75, and of course you have the $25 one. Anyone's interested, let me know. I'll put all the information in the description box so you can just connect with me that way. So these are different ways that I'm creating and generating income for myself using my platforms, right? Hello, my name is Amanda. Why did Scorpio diss me after I told her I was pregnant? Amanda, my love, thank you so much for joining me. I don't do those types of readings, sweetheart. I have no idea. I don't do that. I just encourage you, empower you, and I help you to be motivated within the self. I speak life into you. I pour life into you for you to make the best decisions that you can make in your whole entire life, because we are the ones that create our own destiny. We're the ones that write our story. It's okay that you're new, sweetheart. I send you so much love and light. You're such a beautiful soul. And I know that everything will work out for you the way that it is designed to. And I know that your baby will be very, very loved and protected, and everything will happen in divine order and divine timing. Have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in the God of your own understanding, and just make sure that you speak life over yourself all day, every day. I can give you a card pull if you want. You're good. A card pull if you want from my Goddess Isis deck. You're okay. You're fine. I'm so sorry. Wrong page. I appreciate everything. I can give you a card pull from Goddess Isis if you'd like, and give you a message, an empowering message for yourself. And I can give you a card pull from an affirmation deck if you would like that to give you motivation. I'm so happy to do that for you. And you did not pop up on here by chance. Yeah, I can. Not a problem. You didn't pop in here by chance. You were supposed to be here at this moment in time to get the message that's about to be received. Okay? Don't apologize, love. You're good. So, Amanda, Goddess Isis wants you to know that it is time to step into the God, Goddess, and Warrior that you were meant to be. Don't allow any struggle or circumstance to break you. Realize and embrace that you are royalty with a high destiny in front of you. Okay, love? Goddess Isis wants you to know that it is time to step into the God, goddess, and warrior that you were born to be. Don't allow any struggle or circumstance to break you. Realize and embrace that you are royalty with a high destiny in front of you. So what that's saying, my love, is that you're such a queen. You're a beautiful queen. You're a goddess. You're an empress. Don't allow any circumstance to break you in no way, shape, or form. You give yourself permission to be as emotional as you want to be right now. It is okay. It just makes you human. You're perfectly imperfect just the way you are, and you're human. And the more love you give to yourself, the more compassion you give to yourself, the more forgiveness you give yourself, the more love you're going to send to your child. And that's the greatest gift that you can give to your baby. He said so. He said so much. Goddess Isis, yes. The more love and compassion you give to yourself, that's the type of love that your baby will come out having. You know, when my mom was pregnant with me, she was in a lot of pain because, you know, my dad left as well. And I had a 4-hour past life regression. And within the 4-hour past life regression, I was under hypnosis, but I was able to feel my mom and her heartbreak when she was pregnant with me. And I was able to see when my mom first held me in her arms and her tears were running down my face. And I was a baby feeling that, but I could see it in my hypnotherapy session, in my past life regression session. So you want to make sure that you do your best. And I know this is going to be hard. Do your best to do everything that brings you joy. I want you to write down, take a notebook and a pen, write down everything that brings you joy, and do your best to operate in joy, not only for you, but for the little angel that's growing inside of your stomach. Because that little angel is going to be a force to reckon with. Because like Goddess Isis just said, you are a goddess and you're a warrior. I just suffer from anxiety, PTSD, and I feel given. It is. I understand PTSD. So I'm going to offer you something else. There are so many meditation videos on YouTube that you can listen to while you sleep at night that's going to retrain your brain and keep your nervous system calm. Okay? When you listen to them, they're going to help. So type in sleep meditation music on YouTube when you get a moment. There's going to be 8 hours, 11 hours, and they may even have some for pregnancy. You can type in sleep meditation music for pregnant women. Type those in, and I want you to create a playlist, right? So every night, listen to a different one, whatever time you go to sleep, and that's going to help alleviate your anxiety. It's going to help alleviate your PTSD, and it's going to help you not have stress or the baby have stress. Does that make sense? Type in yes and let me know how that works for you, okay? You didn't come on this live by chance. It was designed for you to come on here for me to give you these messages and these words, okay? And know that you are enough. Know that you are a beautiful being despite what you're going through. You've been through a lot in your life, as we all have, but at the end of the day, you write, okay, I will tonight, and I deactivated every account, and I appreciate this so much. You're so welcome. You will be okay. Just believe in yourself and believe that you are divinely guided and divinely protected, and you will be able to overcome this. Because if you look at your life 5 years ago, you overcame a lot 5 years ago, or even 6 months ago, you know, and yes, you're emotional and your heart is broken, but give yourself permission to allow your heart to break and mend it back together and create the life that you want, not only for you, but for your child. Your child is a gift. Remember that. Okay, love? I hope that helps. And again, no need to apologize. You are here for a reason. Okay? You are here for a reason, and it's going to be okay. All of the things that you're experiencing is going to be okay. I love this conversation. You're so welcome. See? That's why I'm saying I don't do the regular card pulls. I want to speak life into you. I want to pour into your soul and awaken you. You're so welcome. I want to awaken you for you to be the best and greatest version of yourself as possible, because you're worthy and you matter and you're valuable and you are so loved by your spirit guides and your ancestors. Just call in your tribe, the people that love you unconditionally for who you are, the people who accept you, the people who will protect you. Call on those people in this time because you're going to need it. Okay, honey? All right, cool. So that's my time, guys. I've been on here for 1 hour and 4 minutes. And so I'm going to close it out, but I'm going to ask if anybody wants an affirmation from my affirmation book. You just have to close your eyes and take a deep breath. I cried to my great Gma's pictures. Okay. Ask your Gma to give you the strength that you need. I talked to her. Yeah, definitely talk to her. We have the ability to talk to our loved ones who's passed on. So if anybody wants an affirmation from my book, 365 Days of Affirmations for the Mind, Heart, Body, and Spirit, this is how this works. You close your eyes and take a deep breath and give me a number from 1 to 365. Type it in the chat and I'll give you the affirmation. Okay? Ready, set, go. Let me know. $37 and $365. Okay, Bernicia. So 37 says 11. Okay, cool. 37 says, I give my mind permission to replace negative thoughts with positive and powerful affirmations that help to change the way I feel about myself. Bernicia. Oh, 354. All right, I got you. Bernicia, I give my mind permission to replace negative thoughts with positive and powerful affirmations that help to change the way I feel about myself. 365 says, I surrender to my healing. I surrender to pure joy and peace. I surrender to abundance and prosperity. I surrender to my healing. I surrender to pure joy and peace. I surrender to abundance and prosperity. 354. All right. So 354 says, this is for Amanda. I have overcome challenges. I have faced my fears. I have honored my inner knowing. I have stood in my convictions. I have spoken my truth. I have set myself free. I am living my best life. Okay, I got you for 11. So Amanda, this is for you again, my love. Listen, I have overcome challenges. I have faced my fears. I have honored my inner knowing. I have stood in my convictions. I have spoken my truth. I have set myself free. I'm living my best life. This is what this is what you need to be doing. 11 says, I consistently invest in myself so that I can truly grow into the person I know and feel myself becoming. I consistently invest in myself so that I can truly grow into the person I know and feel myself becoming. That is for you. That is for you. So my book can be purchased on Amazon, 365 Days of Affirmations for the Mind, Heart, Body, and Spirit, and it's under the name Phoenix Gifts. But if you type this in, it'll pop up. You're so welcome. Does anybody else want an affirmation? Please let me know before I get off here. I appreciate y'all so much. You're so welcome, Queen. Remember, Earth Angel Amanda or Amanda, you're a queen. Act accordingly. Put your crown on, girl. You got this. You got this. No one else? Going once, going twice? Let me know. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to log off and go take a rest. And I'll see you guys next Monday on Soulful Conversations. And if you're not doing anything on Wednesday, I'm doing my Entrepreneur Business Holiday Streamathon on you. It's going to be on StreamYard, but it's going to be on Twitch, which is another streaming platform. It's another way to gain followers from a different platform, and you never know who you're going to meet. So if anybody is interested, again, there are still a couple slot times available. It's $35 and $45, which is a great, reasonable price for my streamathon. I'm going to add all the description box and all the information in the description box when this live is done, and talk to you guys later. Bye.